issue that I saw with Theodore with the kibble in terms of his energy level. He was he's just not very energetic. He just kind of lay there.
It just made sense to me that the food that our puppy would be eating would be food that was natural to her. At this point, we've been feeding our puppy Lily and the older dogs the dog Nanny raw food diet for about 8 or 9 months now, and the results are just really amazing.
We switched our 2 dogs, Lucy and Carmela, from a kibble diet to the Oma's Pride raw dog food from the dog Nanny about 6 months ago. And the change has been phenomenal that we've noticed in the dogs. They're just, they have a generally higher level of energy, they seem healthier, they're more active, their coat is much shinier, they just seem to be just a much more vibrant animal, and it's obvious that it's a function of them eating the kind of food that they, quite frankly, they were meant to eat. I'm a big believer in natural and organic diet for myself and my family, and I think that it also transfers over to the animals as well. And you can tell that they just absolutely love what they're eating.
Well, Theo is my baby. This is my baby. And to see him so happy and excited, I feel like I'm doing the right thing. So I like the fact that it's all natural. I love that. About it. Yes, I do. I love that. Well, speaking of that energy, he has lots of it now.
One of the reasons I switched to the raw diet is one of my dogs had surgery, and when she was recuperating, she seemed to be starving the whole time. And because she is a dog who tends to overeat, this has been good in controlling her diet and keeping her satisfied without making her overweight. Also ordered is the joint mobility. And I ordered that for this dog primarily because she's had 2 knee surgeries in the back. And we want to keep her flexible. This one's been a picky eater, but since she's been on the raw diet, there is no pickiness. She immediately goes to her bowl, waits for her food, and eats it all immediately. It has scaled off their teeth, and they do not have any tartar buildup. So the dog's teeth are actually getting clean as they eat this food. As a groomer, I see a lot of dogs that come in with skin and coat issues. So a lot of it is attributed to allergies, and what I'm finding out is a lot of it is due to the food allergies. There's too much wheat or whey or other byproducts in the dog food that the dogs react to, and it breaks out on their skin, it breaks out in their ears, they have tear staining on their eyes, and so the dog is miserable. One of the changes that I noticed in this dog was her eyes. Her eyes seemed to be brighter, she seemed to be more alert, and her energy level increased.
He gets compliments all the time, even from our vet. She cannot believe how wonderful he looks, and we all know it's from this raw food. Some of the deciding factors as to why we did the raw food, well, it was cheaper to buy this already made mixed food than it was to go to the store and buy a chicken and ground it up myself.
What's really neat to see too is that because of the nutrients and enzymes that are naturally in that food, nothing else added in, that it really is all processed by the dog's body, and the waste, the byproduct is minimal.
Even his poop, which is really gross to talk about, he has stools that are smaller than like a 15-pound Cairn Terrier, which is really impressive for 115 pounds that he is.
Cleaning up in the yard, it's just phenomenal, the changes that we've seen in the 2 dogs.
And it's interesting to see how fast he eats and how much he eats. The stools are very small, and it's interesting when it dries, you just kind of kick it. It just goes, it's poof, it just kind of goes in the air. It's like a powder, actually. A lot of people put their dogs on raw food when they have like something wrong or a chronic illness or whatever, and they improve quickly. And so my thought was, why wait for that? Just do it now. And he's getting his nutrition. He's getting the meat and the vegetables and everything that comes into it.
The health benefits are like just unreal. Bo doesn't need frontline, he doesn't need any flea prevention. Naturally, those bugs just stay away from him.
We're very happy about the way they enjoy the food and the goodness that they get out of it. We've also introduced it to our cat. He's a real fan of the raw, especially the rabbit. He just will kill you if you get in his way.